What's up, everybody? Chris Rodriguez here with Grow Pro Agency and Maya, and on this video I wanted to go over one of the wealth tips that Mr. Frank Silverman gave in his 2021 Super Show presentation. To be honest, it's not rocket science. Mr. Silverman said you gotta have an emergency fund, an EF. But why is it that some school owners have one and others don't? And especially after the year that 2020 was, having your finances in order could really make or break the level of stress that you and your family went through. So I wanted to present my own thoughts on why most school owners and business owners in general don't have an emergency fund. And I truly believe part of it is just because they don't pay themselves first. So there's not anything really left over to start building that fund. In traditional accounting, we are taught that we take our revenue, we subtract our expenses, and what is left over is ultimately our profit. The problem is that there's usually barely anything left over. Now, school owners who follow what's called the profits first way know that there's a better way to do it. And there's a book called Profits First. It's always one of the top 5 books that I recommend business owners to read. But basically what Profit First says is that we take our revenue, we subtract our profits, and whatever is left over is what we have for expenses. Now, why does this work better? Because of a little thing called Parkinson's law, which basically says if it's there, we're gonna spend it. So what we must do instead is make sure our expenses increase at a slower rate than our earnings, and then we save and invest the difference. And in order to take earnings, we've got to pay ourselves first. One of the biggest questions that always comes up in regards to an emergency fund is how much should you save up? So I'm curious to know, how many months of expenses do you like to keep in your emergency fund? 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, more? Let me know what you think is the ideal amount of months to have saved up in an emergency fund. Chris Rodriguez signing off. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.